People always know Charlie Sheen has got a wing that he loves to show. Hey, well, it's February 1st there, Monday, and we got two big fights this weekend. The first one that I'm going to do in this video is a Tomasz Adamek versus the Jason Estrada fight. Yeah, and first I'll break down the fighters, and then I'll give my prediction on it and stuff like that. The first one, this fight's kind of I don't want to say it's going to be hard to call because no, yeah, it probably is going to be hard to call. So why don't I break down the fighters and then I'll give my prediction at the end. All right? Okay? You ready? All right, first one we'll go with Jason Estrada. He's 16-2, 4 monstrous knockouts for a 21% knockout ratio. He has no power. Okay, he's lost to the two best fighters he's ever fought, and that was Alexander Povetkin, which he's the 6th ranked heavyweight, not too shabby, and Travis Walker. He's not a big heavyweight at 6'1", but then again, he's not fighting a big heavyweight because Adamek is also only 6'1". He weighs like 240, 250, between that range, and you would think at 6'1", at 240, you would carry some serious freakish power, but he doesn't, because he sticks to an amateur style too much. He's too amateur, and you would think, I mean, he was an Olympian in the sense that he went to the Olympics. Okay, he didn't win, anything, but he still went to the Olympics, so he's an elite amateur boxer. Doesn't mean you're an elite professional boxer. You feeling me? He's fast. He's a good boxer. He throws good combos. He's got a sneaky right hand that flies in there and catches people. But he holds his hands too low, and he wastes a lot of energy with those the amateur tap punches. When you're going out, you're just kind of touching somebody. You're just touching them. Set, and then you fire your shot. But he wastes that energy when he could actually be throwing, a punch. I mean, there is varying power in punches. You throw some a little bit less, and then you fire the power shot right afterward. When you double up on a jab or something like that. But he's not. That's not what he's doing with that. It's more of a pity pat thing. Now he works the body well and things of that nature, but he hasn't. God, when you look at that amateur fighting in the pros, that never really carries over. You gotta start changing from that quick pitter pat, throw punches fast kind of thing to throwing punches fast, but yet incorporating more power into your shots. This is a slower paced thing. The professionals is a little bit slower paced than the amateurs, so you can afford to put more power into your shots. But Estrada doesn't seem to do that, and 4 knockouts. Come on. Going over to Tomasz Adamek, great at cruiserweight. Second. This is only his second fight at heavyweight, if you even call the fight that he had against Galata a heavyweight fight. Now, I predicted that fight wrong, but I said I wouldn't be shocked if Galata laid down for a fellow countryman to let him, step up and fight, let the young buck through. He has decent power, but can he bang with a real heavyweight? Now, he's not going to have to worry about this against Estrada, because Estrada has what? No power. I still wouldn't want Estrada to punch me in the face, don't get me wrong on this stuff, but as far as starching a dude out in the heavyweight division, he has no power. Now, he's knocked out Gomez, O'Neal Bell, Gunn, and the like, and he had that split decision with Cunningham. Now, Cunningham was knocked down 3 times in that fight, so it's really, went the distance, couldn't put him out. Cunningham is a good boxer. He's fast. I think he might even be just a little faster than Estrada is. So, and in some of the rounds that he got knocked down in, he was winning the round. And then he got caught. He went down. He got back up. But, yeah, I mean, he was winning the round. I mean, that's a 3-point swing. You feeling me? I mean, in the second when he went down, he was winning the round. Anyway, what happened with the rematch on that anyway? I'm just asking, throwing questions out there. He's not a big heavyweight either at 6'1", and with that 75-inch reach, it's not like he's starching, or keeping people away from him with the jab or anything. He takes too many punches. He does. He gets hit a lot, but he is a volume puncher, and he is a bit of a counter puncher as well. He holds that left way too low, and when you watch him, he has what I call bad pauses. What I mean by that is when he's tired, he takes his hands, he drops them down, boom, the hands come back up again. Well, they don't come up that high. I don't want to let you think his defense is good. He drops the right after he throws it. And what I mean by that is he throws the right hand out, but then he drops it down and then brings it back about that high. Doesn't bring it up. He's not very fast, and he has hitches in his hook. I mean, the guy's got a lot of bad going for him, but he can take a hell of a punch. And for some reason, his timing seems pretty good. When he's throwing his punches. He's a good volume puncher. I still don't see the greatness factor in him when I watch him fighting these guys. The Galata fight was atrocious on Galata's part. Yeah, it was pretty bad. But in the same token, Estrada's not a heavyweight that you're like, oh man, I can't wait to see him fight again. That kind of aspect of it. So going on this, and from what I'm seeing, I think he's overranked for where he is, but at the same time, I think he'll be able to. I think he'll be able to handle Estrada. Do I think Estrada could keep his distance maybe and box him and stuff like that? Yes. Yeah, I do. Absolutely. I could see that happening. But I don't think he has the power to keep Adamek off of him and those barrage of punches that he's going to be hitting him with, because Adamek hits with some stank on him, I mean, but he's a cruiserweight fighting heavyweight. Does he have the heavyweight power or does he not? You really don't know this right yet. But I think he'll carry a lot of that power up. I mean, all he's doing is putting on muscle. Why would he lose power? It's not like when you're lighter and you go up in weight. He's naturally a bigger guy, and carrying 214 pounds isn't too much for a guy that's 6'1" that has a decent build. It's not. So it's realistic that he could have the power. So it's a toss up there. I really don't want to pick Adamek in a decision, but I think that's where it's going. I mean, Povetkin couldn't knock out. He couldn't knock out Estrada, and I don't think Adamek's going to knock out Estrada. I think this is going to be a decision. So I'm not even confident with that, to be honest with you. I could see Estrada taking the decision from him, but I don't think the powers that be want to see that happen. You feeling me? So I think Tomasz Adamek wins this by decision. I'm not going to say unanimous, but I think he's going to win by decision. All right. Wait, this is a Bigragu. I'm out.